Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. The meeting between Americans Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is the loudest in the welterweight division for at least the last 10 years, and surpasses the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. The fight for the title of the absolute welterweight champion of the world will be held in Las Vegas on July 29th. Mayweather defeated Pacquiao in May 2015 and added the WBA, WBC, welterweight titles and the WBO belt. Crawford is 35 years old. He owns the WBO middleweight belt. Terence has 39 wins, 30 knockouts and remain undefeated in the professional ring. In his last fight, he beat the Russian David Avanesyan ahead of schedule in December 2022. Crawford also became the undisputed champion in the first welterweight division. Welterweight world champions Terence Crawford and Errol Spence held their first joint press conference yesterday, before the fight for the title of absolute world champion scheduled for July 29th. Both boxers took the stage in full confidence in their superiority and promised to arrange a spectacular fight and a show beating of their opponent, Errol Spence. This fight will reveal not only the strongest welterweight in the world, it will also reveal the best boxer on the planet. I'm ready to give my all and show everything I'm capable of, and his attitude is the same. Terence had no strong rivals. Even Sean Porter said he didn't prepare for the fight against him as well as he should. Cal Brook was already broken. Terence is a great boxer, and I intend to break the will of another great fighter. I will dominate psychologically and physically and came out of the fight victorious. I don't care about bookmakers' quotes. Considering what has happened to me in recent years, I understand that I will be an outsider. Many outsiders wins, which is why people like betting. It's going to be a one-sided beating after a few rounds because he is a tough guy. But anyone can be broken and we will break him. I guarantee that it will be a spectacular fight like in the good old days. If you crave those old fights, you should watch our fight. This is a legendary duel. This is the biggest fight in boxing, especially because of what we both do in the ring. We strive only for victory. WBO champion Terence Crawford, who had previously been the lightweight world champion and the undisputed welterweight champion. You will witness greatness. We measure greatness by epochs, and on July 29th I will show why this is the era of Terence Crawford. Victory will show that I am the greatest fighter of my time. No one has ever won the title of absolute world champion in 2 weight. After this fight, people will say that Terence Crawford is special. I assure you, he will show me respect after the fight and after I kick his ass. I guarantee that you will all witness something special. Errol doesn't like to back down, and I am one of those fighters who respond to pressure with even more pressure. We are both brave and we both love to fight. It promises a spectacular fight. July 29th will be a big day for boxing. The contract also provides for a rematch clause, which can be activated within 30 days after the fight. It is claimed that both fighters are guaranteed to receive more than $10 million. The other day, Crawford's trainer Brian McIntyre said that the second fight is likely to take place already in the limit of the first middleweight. Terence himself unexpectedly answered the question about the weight limit in the rematch. As far as I understand, this is still an unresolved issue. There may be options, but it's not a fact that I want to have a second fight with him at all, since I'm going to beat him in the first one. I'm not interested in a rematch, only the first fight, only the upcoming duel. Crawford vs Spence is a big fight. I read Spence's comments that there hasn't been such a fight for almost 40 years. But here he slightly overestimated the significance of their meeting. But I am admitted that for the last 10 years in this weight this is the top fight, and he probably surpasses Mayweather's fight with Pacquiao. Manny was on the decline and Spens and Crawford are on the peak and have zeros in the defeat graph. To be honest, it's hard for me to give a forecast for this fight. I really don't know. Each of them is very good in its own way. Spence is physically more powerful and Crawford is more maneuverable and tactical competently fights. It will be very interesting for me to follow this confrontation. Terence Crawford compared himself to the legendary compatriot Roy Jones in years of criticism of the oppositions of both boxers. I feel like Roy Jones. Do you remember how everyone said that he didn't fight with anyone? But he said the following: "It's not like that. I just make them look like they're nobody. Every time I fight with someone, people find some reason for negative statements. One was squeezed out. The other was nobody, but before fights, it's usually the other way around. Oh, I don't know if Crawford is ready, this guy is too big for him." And this one thought with this one, he has better opposition. When I thought with Sean Porter, everyone said that I was not big enough, that he would pick me up, that I was not at that level. But after the fight, Porter became a fighter on the decline. His father passed the fight and so on. I've heard a lot of things. On July 29th, I will also hear a lot of things, said Terence Crawford. WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford believes that former world champion in two-way Shakur Stevenson is the best boxer in the world. Shakur Stevenson is number one. My list of the best also includes Gervonta Davis, Canelo Alvarez, Naoya Inoue and Tyson Fury, Crawford said. Stevenson was stripped of the WBC and WBO featherweight belts after he failed to pass the weight-in before the fight with Robson Pacquiao in September. Stevenson defeated Pacquiao by unanimous decision and moved up to lightweight, where he knocked out Shoichiro Yoshino in the 6th round in April. The United welterweight champion American Errol Spence has no doubt that he will be able to not only to surpass, but also to break compatriot and WBO title holder in the same category Terence Crawford in their fight scheduled for July 29th. Which will determine the first absolute champion in the history of this division with all 4 prestigious belts available. Terence is a great fighter, but it only means that I will break the will of another great fighter. I will dominate both physically and mentally and finish the fight with the shield, promises Spence. Terence didn't fight anyone. Even Sean Porter said he didn't prepare for the fight with him the way he should have. And Kell Brook was already broken by Mia before. Errol insists. It will be a one-sided beating. Of course, Terence is a tall dude, so it's going to take a few rounds. But everyone breaks and we will break him too. Terence Crawford spoke about the dimensions of Errol Spence. According to Bat, the advantage in anthropometry and the fact that Errol is a natural welterweight will not solve anything. I have never been in the ring with Spence, but in my opinion, his superiority in size will not solve anything. All my life I was the smallest but the strongest. In every fight I strive to make a statement. Thanks for watching guys, if you like this video please subscribe to my YouTube channel.